don't like, get them bags and shoes, you know, that your ex gave you, that, you know, you tired of looking at. Go get that. Just wanted to come and do a very quick video on side hustles and ways to make money quickly to get that little teeny bit of startup capital that you may need to be able to buy mass products or to get a website built, to get flyers done for your business. Tip number one would be to find anything in your house. This costs no money to you, but find anything in your house, any clothing, any shoes, bags, anything that you have that you no longer want or need. You take those items and you post it on multiple different apps. And my main go-to app is the Poshmark app. You can do Poshmark, you can do eBay, you can do Mercari. There are multiple other selling apps like iOffer, Craigslist. You can use so many different apps and websites to sell things on, and literally you don't need any money to start. You go, you make a you create an account, you post the pictures, and they put it on a feed. I use Poshmark out of all because I've seen very, very good results in a little bit of time on Poshmark. So that's always my go-to is Poshmark. But there are multiple different websites. So you take whatever you don't like, get them bags and shoes, you know, that your ex gave you, that, you know, you tired of looking at. Go get that and put it on Poshmark and get you a couple $100s for it. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, Google or look up any type of thrift stores, consignment shops, or local yard sales that people are holding. What I normally do though is I go into a very nice part of the neighborhood. So, you know, depending on where you are, normally there are different parts of the county or township that you're in that, you know, it's a very nice part of the township or county. Either you live in it or you don't. So you go to those parts and you go to their thrift stores, their consignment shops, and you will find a lot of nice things. You will be surprised at what you find for very, very low amounts of money. If you have a little bit of money that you can start with, you can start there as well. I would recommend going to several in one day, seeing what you can find. You can also go to Goodwills. But like I said, I go in the very, very nice parts of the county or neighborhoods that I'm in, because you're more likely to find very, very nice things, gently used nice things, quality things in those parts of town. So that's the way that I also have been able to sell things and earn a little extra money. So once I get the things, I'll then go to my apps, which is Poshmark, Mercari, or put it on eBay and sell it. And like I said, I have seen very, very quick turnarounds with doing the app way, which is normally Poshmark. So that's tip number two. Now, moving on to tip number three. Tip number three is car sharing. And some people don't like this, some people do. But what I will say is you can make a lot of money car sharing. And car sharing is doing Lyft, doing Uber, and basically you're just a driver. You go and pick people up, take them around to where they need to go, you drop them off, you have earned cash. And then you can do that throughout the day. You can earn anywhere from maybe $10, $15 to like $25 an hour, depending on how long you do it in a day, depending on how long the trips are. It does depend on those type of things. But the good thing about it is that you can turn it on when you want to turn it on, turn it off when you don't want to drive anymore. You can and you can get paid out same day. You don't have to wait for it. It's very easy to start as long as you have a vehicle, you have insurance, you have a good driver's record, and you have a up-to-date vehicle. I'm not really sure on how old it has to be or how new it has to be, but I would look into those, you know, requirements. But once you get set up with them, it's very, very easy for you to start earning very quickly, very easily, and the cash can roll in very good, okay? So those would be that would be my number 3 tip, would be to, if you have a vehicle, start driving a little Uber, driving a little Lyft, doing it here and there. You can really see different results with it. Driving it on the weekends that you don't have to work, or days that you're off, whatever the case is, you will see that you can rack in some nice money. Tip number 4, if you have a vehicle, but you don't like people like that, and you don't want to really be around people and have to drive them around, you can always do Uber Eats, DoorDash. You can also, there are also other apps that you can partake in that is grocery shopping for people, or you go and pick their groceries up and drop it off. You can do Amazon Flex. Amazon Flex is where you go to an Amazon warehouse, you pick up packages, you deliver them throughout the day to different people's houses. You don't have to have anybody in the car with you. These are other ways to make money. You can earn a lot of cash doing this as well. And it's flexible. You do it on your own time. You do it when it's convenient for you. You don't have anybody to answer to. Easy, easy, easy money. And like I said, you do have to have a vehicle. Tip number 5. Tip number 5 is any skill that you have, okay? Any skill that you've learned, it could be as little as you can think it's as little as, my grandmom taught me how to knit when I was 5 and I still know how to knit. Whatever it is. Figure out whatever skill you have, whatever you can learn very quickly, and produce products off of that skill. Produce services off of that skill. Okay, what I say by that is, if you say you know how to knit, right? We know how to knit. We know how to crochet. Okay, I'm going to make little kids sweaters, very pretty little kids sweaters, and sell them for $35, $45. Post them up on my Instagram, post them up on my Facebook, post them up on Poshmark, post them up. I'm going to make those and see what I can make off. You're buying yarn. Your yarn might cost $5, $7 to buy, but you're making $35 off of that $7 yarn. So that's a way. If I'm in the hair industry, if you know how to do hair, that would be the next thing. Okay. I know how to do sew-ins. My sew-ins are normally $150. For this week of the holiday, I'm going to have my sew-ins only be $100. It's a sale. Post it up. You'll be surprised how many, inquiries you'll get. I do kids' hair. I braid their hair. My normal, simple style for kid braids are $35, $40. This week only, I'm going to be doing kids' braids for $25, $10 off. This week only. It ends Friday. You'll be surprised at how many inquiries you'll get. So if you have any type of skill that you can use or utilize, definitely go for that, because that skill can also, it can be a handy, like I know how to clear drains very well. Post it on your social medias. Get on Craigslist, handyman, willing to work, whatever. Like, there are, basically my point is, there are multiple ways now at our fingertips to be able to get money very quickly in the untraditional way. Okay, ways that weren't made back in the day when our parents and our grandparents were growing up. It was a 9 to 5. Either you were in the 9 to 5, you were middle class, or you were rich and wealthy. You know, there weren't other avenues to be able to produce income. And now we have something called the internet. We have something called applications. People have made different ways for us to make money, and we have to utilize those things, skills. Some things, I always say, nobody can take my hands away from it, because you know, I'll always have a service that I can provide in my hands, and that's doing hair, doing makeup. You know what I mean? So you have to use what you have at your fingertips. You have to be able to know what you have, go for it, motivate yourself, and get it done. So those are my 5 main tips on side hustles and how you can produce cash very quickly in a small amount of time, and for that cash to be able to help you start up, get to the next level where you need to get to, mass produce, get some money to be able to produce products, or get whatever you need to be able to make that leap of faith into your business. Stay tuned for more videos. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on the bell notification so you'll be notified every single time I make a video, and come back frequently for new content. Thank you guys. See you later.